Alright, camera's on. Let's start with the video. Oh, I see the watermelon down there. I'ma eat that and then we'll start with the video. Okay, what is up guys? What is up YouTube? It is Rico and today I will be talking about a very important topic about the phone, about phone usage, about the internet, about social media. Also giving you 3 tips that help me not being addicted anymore, because phone addiction is a very known phenomenon these days. Everybody got a phone. I used to have a phone back in the days where like Sony Xperia was the one cool phone everybody got, and yeah, now I got an iPhone 8. So I am not that typical guy about delete all your social medias, don't use the internet at all, because I think it can be a very powerful tool, especially if you know how to use it. Why should you even care about this video and listening to this weird guy with a tank top and hat on and long shorts? What's that even for a combination? I don't know, I just wanted to be all black today. What I have to say is the following. Do you even, or do people, or do I even know how to use the phone right? Because if there is something we spend more than 2 hours on average every single day on, at the end of the day it should make an impact on our lives. Very interesting, 1 month ago my phone died. As you can see, the back is cracked, and also I have this little button, this button over here, because my home screen is not working anymore. And why is that? Okay. Let's do this! Ja. Scheiß drauf, wenn's kaputt geht. Oh shit! It is because I used my phone during a live stream Instagram video and I jumped into a pool over there. But then one of my friends just asked me about why you not just waiting and not using a phone, and I was like, yeah, actually I will make a challenge out of it and trying to not have a phone. Funny enough, 2 days later my MacBook also died. So I was completely offline for 3 weeks. So that time was very interesting, and I did a lot of offline work during that time. I surfed a lot, I did a lot of writing, reading, I met new people, I went out partying a lot. My phone usage really dropped, and I will tell you how I managed to do that, because I'm pretty sure this isn't a temporary thing but a long-term thing. And those are not like mainstream Larifari tips that everybody tells you can read on every blog, on every YouTube video. People saying things like, oh, you have to disable your notifications and then you won't be addicted anymore, but you will be probably thinking about your phone all the time. So 3 things that actually helped me to decrease my phone usage, to get rid of my phone addiction for like 90%, and that will probably help you too. I'm going to tell you right now, but not at this location. Let's keep things moving and let's go. We got Richard going to get some food. Bon appetit.
Let's go.
That movie creeped me out when I was a little kid. As I'm walking upstairs into my room, I want to tell you one more thing, and that is I found out that there are like loops when using social media. So there is like the loop where you lose sense of time, where you lose sense of your surroundings, and you really just get lost in this endless scrolling part on Instagram. And that is the actual danger when using social media, because if you would be able to use social media for like research purposes and just for the things that actually help you, it would be a good thing. But mostly it's just about laziness and getting bored from the things you're actually doing. So it would be beneficial to break the loop and just be off social media for like couple of days to feel like how hard it is to actually just do things without social media, without the phone. Like years ago it was totally normal to just go out and do things with your friends and just enjoying time. When you do that, you just feel how long a day could be. To me, the first few days were so hard. I was like, oh my god, the day, it's just 6 p.m. because I usually wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, so the day is long for me either way. But when I don't have social media, it's like that long. I did so many things. I was like playing tennis, I played pool, I went to the ocean, I did surfing, I read some book, I did writing, and still it was like 5 p.m. and I was like, holy moly, I still got like hours of the day left, so I can still do shit. And once you get like used to it, you really enjoy it. So break the loop. And now I have the 3 tips for you for the phone addiction. Okay, as I'm sitting here, I just want to make one thing clear, and that is that I'm not a motivational speaker at all. I just want to share my experiences for you. And yeah, tip number 1, use your phone less often but more intense. So a common mistake people do is being on their phone a couple of times, things like that. Very common on the streets, for example. You're like on the streets walking and you don't want to appear as awkward. You just put out your phone and you're doing stuff that you don't even want to do. You're just putting out your phone in order to not look awkward. Things like that lead to the fact that you're using your phone more often and less intense. That's not what you want to have. You want to use your phone often but very intense. So if you're using your phone, do it 100%. Use your phone, be on every single social media once, consume everything, and don't click on the app anymore. So for example, in the morning, a lot of people tell that you shouldn't use your phone right after waking up, which is true. You shouldn't use your phone right after rising up if you can't like open your eyes yet. But after like drinking water, which is one of the first things you should do in the morning, and like cleaning your teeth and showering, you can use your phone already. Actually, for me, it is even better to use the phone right in the morning, because then I can use my phone, I consume everything, I read all or like most of the messages, and after that I dress up myself, I clean my teeth and I eat. And then my loop, so my dopamine loop is like set back, because everybody knows the feeling when being on the phone, it's hard to get off. But if you're just on the app, very intense, to get all the messages, you even feel better because you feel important. You have like a lot of messages to go through, and not just like being on Snapchat and I got a new snap, and then you don't have snaps for like 20 minutes. So answer all your friends and then get off your phone, and the next time you use your phone, use it intense but less often. And as the battery is dying, you can follow me on a journey to get a new one. Let's get downstairs. More art. This one, very cool. Also this one. Same goes for this one, very colorful. And this one is very, very like grounded alpha. So the batteries are in there. Let's stay here. And tip number 2 is something more deep. It is something that will help you even more, and that is even more powerful in the long term, because this tip is about finding something or scaling something that fulfills you. For example, you play an instrument, or you have a hobby, you do YouTube videos, you have a girlfriend, and you actually love those things, but you don't really spend that much time doing it. So if you have options during the day, if you have different options, different hobbies, different businesses, different not girlfriends, but different friends, if you have options during the day, your life becomes more interesting, more and more interesting, even more interesting than your phone. And once your life becomes more interesting than your phone, you will automatically spend less time on your phone. So this tip is something more passive. In the beginning, it is very active, because you actually need to find something or scale something or find new things that you love. Once you have those things and you can choose between different things that you love doing, you will spend less and less time on your phone. You won't even think about that. That's what I learned after like 1 week of not having a phone and not having a MacBook. I didn't even think about going online. Of course, there were times during the day where I was like sitting in a restaurant and I was like, oh, I don't even have my phone right now. But those moments appeared less and less after the course of 3 weeks. And now the tips are even connecting, because once you spend like 3 hours playing the piano, you come back to your phone and you use it intense. You got a lot of messages and you like 10 minutes, you answer all the messages, you get it away, and you go to your second option, which is meeting your girlfriend or friends. And what I just said also connects to tip number 3, which is also very, very important, because once you try to be less on your phone and try to get rid of your phone addiction, you try to do everything at once. But tip number 3 is don't over exaggerate, because once you try to be less on your phone, you want to do everything. You want to delete all your social medias, big social medias, delete your phone, even sell your phone, disable phone notification, and those things might help for you, but for me, I tried them out so often, but they never really helped me. And that also goes along with making exceptions, which is very important in order to stay healthy. And yeah, everybody got bad days where you just want to do nothing and just lay in bed, but it's very important to be active on those days. But maybe at the end of the day, where you like laying in bed, you can scroll through social media, but then it's very important to say, okay, the next day I will be a different person. A lot of people say that it's not possible, but for me it happened a lot of times where I was eating chips and burgers at the end of the day, but once I woke up in the next morning, it was like a new me. I even could eat like most shit ever right now, going out for pizza, whatever, but tomorrow I can turn vegan. So it's about the mindset. With this, like social media first, you will learn things that will apply into various areas of life, not just into phone usage and being addictive, but those addictive behaviors apply to all areas of life. And I didn't really felt happy when like just consuming social media all day long, watching those big people creating stuff, and me just on my phone laying on my bed not doing anything. So I really hope that I could help you with that video. It is Rikugo, and see you on the next time.